I had an interest in law as a child, but I ended up pursuing a degree in psychology. I was working at the University of Alabama in the Department of Psychology and applying to PhD programs. And I vividly remember going to lunch with some colleagues one day when one mentioned a friend who was going to law school. And I thought, I wish I'd done that. And then my next thought was, well, why don't I? And so that's what led me to law school. I loved law school so much more than I ever thought possible. And that led me back to my hometown of Mobile, Alabama, where I started practicing with a defense firm. And ultimately ended up moving. And when I did, I changed firms and I changed sides. And have been doing plaintiff's work now for the past 20 years. One of the aspects of law that has always interested me is mass torts. What I love about mass torts is that it really fulfills my passion, which is to prevent cancer in any way I can. Everyone, unfortunately, knows someone who has suffered with cancer. In my case, it was my father who battled cancer and thankfully survived it. But I know firsthand how life-altering and often life-shattering cancer can be. I'm obviously not a scientist or a doctor or a cancer researcher, but there is something I can do to prevent cancer, and it is to identify and eliminate cancer-causing products. I came to Beasley Allen about a year and a half ago. We have a saying here at Beasley Allen: faith, family, firm. And I have found that those three priorities are identical to the priorities that I have in my own life. I have two daughters, and it is important to me to teach them first to advocate for themselves and to advocate for others. I feel so blessed to have found an area of law that I feel so passionately about, because it is this passion for protecting others, for advocating for others, that led me into law